My name is Derek Noble, and I am what many would consider an unlikely public speaking professional. I am a stutterer. I was in speech therapy for the first 12 years of my life. I could barely talk. I could not even say my name. One day in third grade, my third grade teacher said to everyone in class, "Here's your assignment. I want you to come up front, tell everybody your name, tell everybody what you want to be when you grow up." I could not get my name out. I said, and my third grade teacher laughed at me. She said, "Derek, you'll never be a teacher." When I'm teaching, speaking to an audience, or coaching a client, I know they can learn the material. My personal experience taught me that natural talent pales in comparison to perseverance and education. What if I were to tell you that the key to being an effective public speaker has been with you all along? You probably just didn't know it. And it's a whole lot easier than you think it is. Here it is. Listen closely. The most effective public speakers are those who are the most comfortable simply being themselves. I have 20 years experience in keynote speaking, workforce training, and coaching in public speaking, executive leadership, and customer service. Now, while I'm sitting in the car, in the rain, trying to decide which of the two coffee shops I'm gonna patronize that morning, an employee from one of the coffee shops, and I'll go ahead and give you the name of this coffee shop, Starbucks, okay? One of the employees from Starbucks comes out with an umbrella. He walks over to the window of my car, taps on the window and does this, as if to say, roll the window down. I roll the window down, and standing in the rain, holding an umbrella, this employee from Starbucks says, "Good morning, sir. Welcome to Starbucks. Whenever you're ready, I'll walk you to the door." Where do you think I got my coffee that morning? He understood something about customer service that I want you to understand about customer service. Feel free to go ahead and write this down wherever you have some room. Customer service is about going the extra mile to make your customers feel safe and valued. I've been hired to train or be the keynote speaker in front of crowds and in media guest spots. My clients have included the U.S. Air Force, the Navy, the FBI, United Farm Workers, the U.S. Forestry Service, City of Los Angeles, Biz TV, and more. I was doing a leadership presentation for the FBI, and this person said to me, "Sounds like you're an authority on leadership." I said, "Well, yeah, I guess I am." Here's how they introduced me, Jason. They said, "And ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have America's leadership authority, Dr. Derek Noble." And I'm like, wow, I like the sound of that. We have been taught that it's arrogant to talk about what you're good at, and nothing could be further from the truth. Every good leader needs to know, hey, I can do this particular thing in my sleep. I'm really good at this. Now, you don't want to stay there, because if you just focus on your strengths, you never grow to the point where you could. So you do want to eventually move to your weaknesses. The first question you want to ask as a new leader of your manager or supervisor is, how do you prefer I communicate with you? This is all about access, by the way. 66% of the workforce does not get the type of sleep they need, and you know the negative effects that can have on your body. 120,000 deaths, 120,000 deaths are directly related to stress on the job. And it costs businesses nearly $500 billion in healthcare costs and lost productivity. There is a pressure that leaders have. I like to call it double-sided pressure. There's pressure from the top, meaning that their supervisor or the board of directors or to whomever they answer is pressuring them to produce results. But there's a second level of pressure that leaders deal with that their employees don't have to deal with. And that is the pressure from below. And what I mean by that is you have employees who want you to push them, but they don't want you to push too hard. If you're not excited about what you do, the people who follow you won't be excited either. So turn flips, break dance if you have to. If what you do, and we're laughing about it, but very seriously, if what you do doesn't excite you and get you out of bed every morning with energy, you might want to reconsider your profession, okay? How many of you have heard people say, don't do as I do as I say? But if they cannot do what you do, then obviously you're doing the wrong thing. Careful before you promise anything. Because once you promise something, if you fail to deliver, now what do they think about you for the rest of your tenure? They don't trust you, okay? But communication is not just dispensing, it's receiving information. It's a two-way street. If you're gonna be a good leader, you have to be a good listener. Listening skills, okay, I'm sorry, say that again? I'm sorry, say that again? No, okay. I give myself a 1.